In example 3, we're going to follow the same way of approaching our question and then our solution. So let's have a read of this. Siobhan earns a salary of $98,025 as an IT consultant. To the nearest cent, how much is she paid? A, monthly, and B, fortnightly. Okay, let's have another read through. And I strongly encourage you, read through the question many times if that's what it requires for you to get a good understanding of what's going on. You're much better off doing that than trying to answer something that you haven't got an understanding of. Because in that case, you're probably just guessing. So I'm going to highlight and underline key features. Siobhan earns a salary. That's clearly something to be paying attention to. Why? Because we know that with a salary, we've got a different number of weeks in a year. Clearly, the amount of the salary is important. It's not of significance that she's an IT consultant. To the nearest cent, yes, that is an important piece of information. Round my answer to the nearest cent. How much is she paid? How much is she paid? And A, monthly, as opposed to fortnightly. So, let's get started with the answer. We're going to identify what we know. We've got a salary, and we know a salary is 52.18 weeks per year. Her salary is actually equal to $98,000, $98,025. Find to the nearest cent how much she is paid. Now, we want to know her monthly. Find her monthly pay. Now, there is no issue with months and salary. There are 12 months. So, to find her monthly salary, we're just going to take the $98,025 and divide it by 12. So using the calculator, I'm getting 8168.75. Now moving on to part B, where the question asks you to find how much she gets paid fortnightly. So now we want to know fortnightly pay. The biggest mistake students use here is thinking that got the monthly pay there. The biggest mistake that students will make is to think that that monthly pay represents 4 weeks. Please remember back here where we had 1 month is not 4 weeks. 1 month is not 4 weeks. So, how do we get fortnightly pay from a monthly pay? Well, actually we don't. We don't use that value that we've just found here. We go back to our original salary of $98,025 for a full year. Remember, we said it was 52.18 weeks, and half of that is the 2609 fortnights. Or what you can do, which is quite correct, is we could divide this by 52.18 and get the answer and multiply it by 2 because there are 2 weeks in a fortnight. Let's try that. So you can see there the 98,000 divided by 52.18, that gives us the pay per week. There are 2 weeks in a fortnight, so now multiply by 2, and you can see I've got this 3757.1866, and I cut it off after that. Now remember that the question said find to the nearest cent. So we would have 3757. This is a little more than 18 cents. If it was cut off there, it would be 18. However, we're cutting off a 6. Now, we use the same rounding techniques that we always use in maths, where if the first number that you're cutting off is a number 5 or greater, you must round up. So we would say that this rounds up to 19 cents. Fortnightly pay is 3,757 and 19 cents. Please note that that is not half. If you take this 816875 and divide it by 2, because maybe you think there are 2 fortnights in a month, let me just show you that there aren't. So you can see there that this answer would actually be incorrect. Taking the monthly pay, 816875, and dividing it by 2 gives this 4,084, which is not the payment per fortnight. Her payment per fortnight is this 3757.19. You don't get the same answer. This is the incorrect method, definitely incorrect. This is the correct method. So to get fortnights and weeks, you must go back to the full yearly salary. I'll finish the video up now. Please don't forget to complete your the key points and your summary just of this exercise. Things to note, plenty to note here because of the difference between salary and wages, and that will make it easy for you to do a summary when we get to the end of the chapter. You could also then try the some of the easier questions here, 1, 4, 5 and 6 from exercise 301. If you have any trouble with them, please make a note of it and raise them with me in class, and I'll go through them with you then.